Now in this lecture, let's talk about help. So as a developer, as a programmer, the one thing that I want to teach you guys is how to sustain and how to understand things by your own. So after completing this course, you might need some help. Maybe with new features of Python, maybe new functionality, maybe with the version 4.0. And also the second important thing is how to read documentation. So if you start reading documentation, or if you know how to read documentation, how to understand documentation, you can excel in any language, any framework. So these two are really important. The first one is help and the second one is documentation. So the Python official shell, that is the IDLE that I am talking about, I hate it because of its white background, but there is one good thing about it. It can provide you some good information regarding documentation and also help. So just type the command help and then the open and closing parenthesis. Here you can see that it is the Python 3.7's help utility, and now if you want to understand the topics, all you have to do is just write topics and you will get all the topics that are related to Python and you might need to understand. So for a demo purpose, let me take a topic like list, which is really important. You can see I got all the information regarding list, maybe some example, maybe a definition and something that is related to list. You might not understand this, but you need to understand that there is a help section with Python and you can get all the information. So once you complete the list section, just try to do help and then again type list, and then understand that if you can perform these type of steps, and also check that if you understand what is happening here. So this will help you to define that how well you are going with Python, how well you understand help, and how well you know the topic. So the help section covers a lot of things with example, with notes, with result, and also the operations with that particular thing, that is the particular topic. So here I typed just the list and I got a lot of information. The next thing I need to talk about is Python documentation. So all you have to do is just go on to help and click on Python documentation. So Python has really good documentation with this particular IDLE, and you get a lot of information, a lot of topic, their definition, their meanings, example, and you can see there are plenty of topics and you cannot cover each and every topic. But if you need help of any new feature, any new library, or something that you are not able to understand, you can just jump onto this documentation and you can get a lot of information from the official Python. So if I just try to get information regarding date and time, and you can see I got a simple example that is related to date and time. This documentation might not be useful now, but once there is a major change with Python, this documentation will help you to improve the changes that you are suffering. Like from Python 2.7 to Python 3, there was some drastic changes. Maybe not with the syntax, but how to handle files, how to do some basic stuff. So that was changed, and with the help of documentation you can understand. So my major aim with this lecture was to make you understand that there is a help option and there is something like documentation. So yeah, that's all for this lecture. See you in the next one.